Hi everybody. In this video we are going to learn about simple sentence in English and the main part of a simple sentence. Okay, so let's start and see different types of sentences in English. We have got four main types which are declarative sentences, which is known as statement or simple sentences, interrogative sentences or questions, imperative sentences, sentences that demand something, go out, leave the room, stay here, and exclamatory sentences that shows our surprise when we are amazed. We use this kind of sentences, what a beautiful house, how clever you are, and these kind of sentences. In this video we are going to work on the first type, I mean declarative sentences or statements, simple sentences in English. In simple sentences, subject and verb can be the main parts. I mean, in all simple sentences, you must have a subject and a verb. You may not have other parts, but you must have a subject and a verb. A subject in a sentence can be noun or pronoun. You, they, Tom and I, he, she, my brothers, my children, my friends. Next part is verb. Verbs can be divided into two parts, auxiliary and modals on one side and main verbs on the other side. Auxiliary and modals like can, may, should, have, and are, and other. We have so many auxiliary and modals in English. And also main verb. Main verb like go, speak, write, help, need. The form of the main verb depends on the tense, and also it depends on the auxiliary and modal that we are using in our sentence. So it can have one of these forms: write, writes, wrote, writing, or written. And then in a simple sentence we may have an object. An object also can be a noun or a pronoun. It can be singular or plural. Tom, him, my brothers, me, them, my books, his car, your car. Another part of a sentence that can give us more information about a sentence are adverbs. Adverbs can be divided into three main parts. The first one, manner. Adverb of manner shows how, in what way the verb is done. Most of them have ly at the end, like carefully, slowly, quickly. Some of them like good and well, which is a kind of irregular adverb, and fast, which is the same as the adjective, fast, adjective, fast, adverb. Adjective plus ly forms adverb of manner, but we have got different forms. Adverb in a form of phrase, or like irregular adverb like well and fast. Another adverb is adverb of place, that shows place of doing the verb, where the verb is done. Here, there, at home, at a school, in the street, in my city, in your country. And then we come to adverb of time. Now, yesterday, at 10 o'clock, 2 weeks ago, many years ago, and many different kind of adverb of time we can use in our sentences. Normally, the order of the adverbs are like this: manner, place, time. Of course, according to the situation or depending on our need, some of them can come at the beginning of the sentence, for example, that I'll try to discuss in this video, some of them. Another kind of adverbs which are famous and which are known in English are called adverbs of frequency, that they show how often a verb is done. Always, usually, often, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, seldom, hardly ever, and never. And the frequency actually comes from the highest to the lowest. Always has got the highest frequency and never has got the lowest, which is 0 actually. I never go to the cinema, for example. Now, let's see how we are going to use these items in a simple sentence. A simple sentence, actually I can say that the shortest simple sentence in English must have a subject and a verb. Let's check these sentences. They went. They, subject, went, verb, main verb. I know. I, subject, no verb. She's driving. She, subject, is driving, verb. As you see, this verb has got two parts. One part an auxiliary verb and driving, which is actually our main verb here. The children are playing. The children, subject, are playing, verb, again has got two parts, are as an auxiliary verb and playing as the main verb. Subject, verb, object also is a very common structure in English. Subject, verb, object, which is the basic structure of English language, actually, a subject, verb, object. Look at the sentences. They, subject, are playing, verb, football, object, which is a noun here. Alice is making a sandwich. Alice, subject, is making, verb. As you can see, in these two sentences we have got auxiliary and main verb. A sandwich, object. The next sentence, she helped me. She is a pronoun, is a subject, helped, verb, me, pronoun, object. I saw him. I, pronoun, is a subject, saw is a verb, past, and him, again pronoun and object here. A simple sentence can be in the form of subject, verb, object, and time. Subject, verb, object, and time. I saw him yesterday. I, as a subject, saw, main verb, him, object and pronoun, yesterday, adverb of time. We couldn't paint the room last year. We is a subject. Couldn't paint is a verb. That couldn't is modal, and paint is our main verb in this sentence. The room, object, last year, time. He is going to write a long letter. He, subject, is going to write is a verb. A long letter, object. Tomorrow is time in this sentence. Another structure, subject, verb, object, manner, place, time. His homework carefully in his room yesterday. He, subject, wrote, verb, his homework, object, carefully. Adverb of manner, that shows how the verb is done. In his room, place, and yesterday, adverb of time. Subject, verb, time. They, as a subject, arrived, verb, at 10 o'clock, time. He was born in June. He, subject, was born, verb, in June, time. Next sentence, we couldn't play yesterday. We, subject, couldn't play, verb, and yesterday, time. Subject, verb, manner. He runs fast. Fast is manner. She can swim well. Well here is adverb of manner, and can swim is our verb. My father doesn't drive carefully. Doesn't drive is the verb, and carefully manner. Sometimes a simple sentence can have two verbs or two objects. Look at these sentences. I wanted him, I, subject, wanted as the first verb, him, object, to write, the second verb, a letter, object. I wanted him to write a letter. And as I told you, the second verb, the form of the second verb depends on the first verb. The teacher made us write. Made us write. Because of made, we have to use simple form of verb here. The teacher, subject, made. First verb, us, object, write. Second verb, a long essay, is object. They promised me not to destroy the house. Second verb can be negative. So when the second verb is negative, we use not plus the second verb, whatever the shape is. It can be ing form, it can be simple form, base form, or infinitive with to. Not plus the second verb. They promised me not to destroy the house. Sometimes, because of our need, because of our taste, some adverbs can come at the beginning of the sentence. Adverb of time or place have this chance that come at the start of a sentence. Many years ago, this is time, people, subject, died, verb, easily, manner, and the sentence can, of course, continue. In 2001, as a time, I, subject, quit, verb, my job, object. So sometimes some adverbs can come at the start of a sentence. In my country, we eat these kinds of meals, for example. So adverb of place can come at the start of a sentence. Some of adverbs of frequency are called negative adverbs, like rarely, seldom, hardly ever, never. Of course, they have a grammatical position that they are normally used between the modal and auxiliary and main verb. I mean, on one side we have got the modal and auxiliary, and on the other side we have got the main verb. They normally come before the main verb. But what happens if negative adverbs come at the beginning of a sentence? This is what happens if we use negative adverbs at the beginning of the sentence. We must use inverted form after negative verbs. Never will I go there. Never will I go there. You see? Hardly ever do they invite us to their party. Of course, in a normal way, you can say, I will never go there, or they hardly ever invite us. But if you want to use it at the beginning of a sentence, the subject and modal or auxiliary must be inverted. And so, as you see, if you use negative adverbs at the beginning of a sentence, the sentence must be in a question form, but it is not a question. It is called inverted form. Now let's check it in some sentences and find the items and parts of these simple sentences with each other. Okay? The sun shines brightly. The sun is the subject, shines, verb, brightly, adverb of manner. We play soccer on weekends. We, subject, play, main verb, soccer, object, on weekend, time. She reads books every night. She, subject, reads, verb, books, object, every night, again, is time. The next sentence. The musicians played beautifully at the grand concert last month. The musicians. Subject. Played. Verb. Beautifully. Adverb of manner. At the grand concert. Place. Last month. Adverb of time. And finally, she quietly read her favorite book in the cozy library yesterday. She, subject, quietly, manner, read, verb, her favorite book, object, in the cozy library, place, yesterday, time. Cozy means small and comfortable. Small and comfortable. Okay, I hope the video has been useful for you. Thank you very much for your attention. I will have more videos on different structures and different useful grammars of English in the near future. Good luck.